Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 3 of Code Realize. Now, I had a feeling we'd have Van Helsing and Dracula meet in the story for some way, somehow, but they do it in a very interesting light. But let's talk about the whole episode first, and then we'll talk about my thoughts on it, etc. So, we start the episode off where we have a kind of dilemma for our group of heroes and characters. Essentially, they're running out of money, so they need to make a quick buck, and the best way for them to do that is to take down a bounty in the form of this one guy who I think he's like a vampire, if I'm not mistaken. He's supposed to be a vampire, and they plan on taking him down. So that's Lupin's idea. So the group goes out to this auction of sorts and end up not running into him, but running into this young boy named Delatrix, I think is how you pronounce it, or Delatrix the Third, but he's actually from the family of Dracula, so he's actually inherited the Dracula name because, as we learn, Van Helsing killed his family. Now, you know, it's very interesting because you can see how Van actually kind of takes this into the fact where you see his character see this young boy and he's like just surprised that he's even there, but more so, we learn the truth about how this whole thing went down where, you know, at one point Van was forced to kill this little kid's family because they were all vampires, and the thing was that the government, or at least the English government, decided to kind of cause a war of sorts between the vampires and humans because they were tired of the vampires existing, and they kind of forced his hand. I think his name is Finis, basically told Van that if he didn't kill this guy's family, so Dracula's family essentially, he would kill his family in the process. So, you know, it's not like Van wanted to go kill him, because as we see in various flashback scenes in this episode, you know, Van and Delatrix, or, you know, Dracula now, kind of got along. They were actually, they would train together in sword fights and all that, and he basically was like almost a family friend to all of them, but lo and behold, he had to do what he had to do for his family, for his own family at least. So, it's a catch-22, you know, like, you sacrifice another family for your own family, what do you do in that situation? But, you know, it's very interesting because the whole fact of the matter is that Cardia feels for this little kid because she knows the pain, if better than anyone, of being alone. And she understands that he's been alone for now years. So, you know, she wants to save him, and obviously Lupin, you know, and everyone else decides, hey, let's go stop, you know, Van from doing this, because they thought he was going to kill the kid. But realistically, no, he actually made a deal with Delatrix to make it so after their mission, you know, so after they defeat the Twilight group, they will have it where Van can then be killed by, you know, Dracula, and he'll be okay with that because it's like, okay, I'll sacrifice my life to give you some atonement, but you just have to stop hating humanity because it's not all of them who did this. It was just, you know, me and other people. So, you know, it looks like that's going to probably be a thing where maybe that might happen eventually at the end of the episode. I highly doubt it. I most likely at the end of the series, the kid will be like, I forgive you, etc., and, you know, that'll be kind of how the story ends with that. But you never know. Code Realize is doing some cool stuff. I love the animation, obviously, like I keep saying, but just the story in general, I'm really digging. I think the story for this is great. It's got a lot of emotional drama here and there, and just in general, it's a fun show to watch. So, I mean, I know it's a reverse harem, folks, but really, it's not that bad. You know, in terms of, like, that concept, the reverse harem element, it's very, very minor. It's very, very minor. So, I mean, you only see that with Lupin and I'm trying to think off the top of my head, the other, I forgot the other guy's, Impy. I couldn't think of his name for a second. You have Lupin and Impy occasionally making, you know, passes at Cardia, but it's not like in your face every 10 seconds. So I would definitely recommend checking out Code Realize if you're not already. It's a good show. It really is. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I have one more review for today. That's the Ancient Magus Bride episode 3, I believe. I'll try to get that out within the next 20 minutes. I've already almost watched the episode as of doing this review, probably. But I will talk to you guys then. Bye, everyone.